Hello everybody, Critical here. Today we're taking a break from Call of Duty and instead I wanted to talk about a game that feels uncomfortably familiar to me. Resident Evil Village. This isn't just a horror game, it's a game I replay every single winter. I first played it in December, the year it launched. It was late at night, snow outside, fog on the road, silence everywhere, and something clicked. The cold, the empty village, the forest, the way the night feels heavier than it should. It matched what I was seeing outside my windows almost perfectly. And here's the part that matters. I'm Romanian, and not just Romanian. I grew up in an actual Romanian village. So when people say Resident Evil Village is inspired by Eastern Europe, no, it's inspired by Romania, and sometimes it's so accurate that is genuinely unsettling. No, my village didn't have lichens or vampires, but the atmosphere, the superstitions, the way old people talk about something in the woods, this part is real. Growing up, I was told not to whistle at night, not to walk near forests after sunset, not because something would definitely happen, but because you don't tempt things you don't understand. Resident Evil Village understands that mentality perfectly. So today I want to show you this game through the eyes of someone who grew up surrounded by the folklore, myths, creatures, architecture, food, and superstition that inspired it. So sit back, grab something to drink, and let's talk about Resident Evil Village. So we have lichens. Lichens are like Romanians' Vârcolaci and Strigoi. The Strigoi is a human who becomes a monster, usually after death, sometimes even while alive. The core traits are former human, often cursed, or practicing dark magic. It transforms into a wolf, dog, bear, or half human, half beast. Hunts people, livestock, villagers, very close to a werewolf. But an important detail is that a Strigoi often rises after death, similar to a Strigoi, but instead of drinking blood, it kills and devours. Then we have the Vârcolaci. A Vârcolaci is a supernatural being, not just a monster. It's often not human. It can be a demonic entity, cursed spirit, mythic beast. People generally believe that the Vârcolaci ate the sun or the moon during an eclipse. That's why villagers would bang pots during eclipses to scare it away. This creature represents chaos, hunger, and the wild unknown. We have Lady Dimitrescu. Well, Lady Dimitrescu, she's a blend of Romanian myths. We have Strigoi. A Strigoi is the closest thing Romania has to a vampire. They rise from the grave, drink blood, shapeshift, return to torment the families. I mean, her daughters are turning into insects, right? That's straight from Strigoi legends. Then we have Moroi. Moroi are different. They're living vampires, cursed from birth, beautiful, draining life energy. They don't look like monsters at first, which makes them worse. Then we have Yele. Yele are forest spirits. They're beautiful, seductive, deadly, punishing men who stare or follow and luring men to their doom. Lady Dimitrescu elegance mixed with danger. It's very Yele coded. Old aristocrats were rumored to feed on peasants metaphorically. Capcom made that literal. Basically, Lady Dimitrescu is Strigoi plus Moroi plus Yele plus Romanian aristocracy. That's why she works so well. Donna Benevento, the forest witch. Donna Benevento represents the Romanian forest witch, the vrăjitoare who lives on the edge of the village, deep near the woods. In Romanian folklore, forest witches are isolated, emotionally broken or cursed, fear but not openly attacked, believed to manipulate reality through rituals, use of dolls, bones, herb, and whispers. They don't overpower you with strength. They break you psychologically. The fog, the hallucinations, the voices, the distorted sense of time. That's exactly how Romanian witches were believed to operate. And the dolls in Romanian witchcraft were used for binding spirits, curses, emotional manipulation, channeling grief. Angie isn't a monster, she's a tool. Donna's selection feels so disturbing because it reflects a very old fear in Romania villages. Not monster in dark, but a woman alone in the forest who knows things she shouldn't. Salvador Morao. Morao looks strange, but his roots are old. We have Balaur. A Balaur is a dragon-like creature associated with corruption, poison, deformation. Morao feels like a failed transformation. Romanian also has water spirits and things about water spirits. Romanian waters are feared. Lakes, swamps, deep rivers, they're places where people vanish. Regarding Heisenberg, this one shocks people. Solomonarii were real mythological figures. They were metal-controlling sorcerers, storm callers, blacksmith mages, riding iron dragons. I mean, a lot of things are about Solomonar. They disguise themselves as beggars. Heisenberg is like a modern Solomonar. His powers aren't actually sci-fi, it's folklore in there also. Then we have the Soldat. The Soldat is not actually from the Romanian folklore, but if you want, I can say it resembles a Zmeu. The Zmeu is usually the villain in every Romanian fairy tale. An armored humanoid, monstrous, linked with forging and metal, slow but powerful. It fits the Capcom design. Then we have the Samka. Samka is a real Romanian demon. She attacks at night, causes nightmare, brings sickness, targets mothers and children. Capcom didn't rename her. They used the name directly, and that's awesome. Then we have the Uriash. Uriash literally means giant. They are said to be the ones who built the mountains, lived in the Carpathians, carried massive weapons. Resident Evil nailed this design. Mother Miranda. Muma Pădurii. Mother Miranda is not just a cult leader, she is the embodiment of Muma Pădurii. In Romanian folklore, Muma Pădurii is the ancient spirit of the forest. Older than the villages, older than the churches, both protector and executioner. A force of balance, not morality. She is feared but also respected. Muma Pădurii decides who survives, who is punished, who is taken by the forest. Mother Miranda fits this role perfectly. She rules the land. She controls life and death. She manipulates villagers like pieces on a board. She's worshipped, not questioned. Her shape-shifting, that's pure Romanian folklore. Forest spirits often transform into birds, wolves, mist, old woman. And here's the key detail. Muma Pădurii is often described as both mother and executioner. She gives life and she takes it away. Mother Miranda's obsession with rebirth, sacrifice, and control over life itself aligns exactly with this archetype. She's not a witch living near a forest, she is the forest. So, let's move to the accuracy of the Romanian village. Capcom didn't mess around with this. I mean, the architecture, real Romanian village elements like carved wooden gates, stone foundations, barns, wells, orthodox shrines, painted fences. The atmosphere, winter nights actually feel like heavy fog, dead silence, frozen roads, pitch black forests. RE Village captured this immensely well. Superstitions. Romania genuinely believed in herbs for protection, icons above doors, crosses at the gate, avoiding forest at night, winter being the strongest season for spirits. It's surprisingly accurate. And also, the Dimitrescu Castle. It's inspired by real castles that are in Romania today, like we have the Peleș Castle, the interior match for Dimitrescu Castle, the Bran Castle, exterior silhouettes, it's just look. And also, we have Romanian food reference, and as we can see at the beginning of the game, Mia made ciorbă de legume, which is vegetable soup. We have the Duke's menu, sarmale, mititei, ciorbă, tochitură. Capcom actually researched this. And regarding the currency in the game, this is actually the Romanian currency we are using today. Lei is the official currency of Romania. And names like Elena, Luisa, Nicolae, they're very common in Romania even today. Orthodox icons and shrines, extremely accurate. You can even find them today in Romanian villages. What the game gets wrong? Well, let's clear the air. We do not have 3-meter vampire ladies. Our villages aren't all abandoned. We haven't had a werewolf attack in years. And pitchforks aren't the meta anymore. But exaggeration is part of horror and it works. And that was Resident Evil Village through the eyes of someone who actually grew up in a Romanian village. Capcom didn't just slap some Eastern European aesthetic onto a horror game. They dug deep into our myths, our architecture, forests, winter atmospheres, monster, even obscure creatures like Solomonarii and Samka. As a Romanian, it's rare to see our culture represented by a big game. Even rarer to see it done this well. If you want more folklore deep dives, breakdowns, or mythological explanation in games, let me know in the comments. It helps me and the algorithm. Let me know if you want a part 2. Critical out.